Welcome, dear friends. So nice to see you over the web. As Annie says, yes, we are an old, antique organization. It has been a long time with many challenges and different activities. We first started up as a group of friends, would visit orphanages, and we formed a society calling it Al Hussein Society for Child Welfare. And this developed over the years. We opened a small kind of home, and we called it a center for children with physical disabilities. And later on, we were fortunate to have a grant from the government of Oman. And in 1984, we moved into specialized premises that we had built. And ever since that time, we are working from there as a headquarters. But our spreads all over Jordan with outreach work by our therapists and doctors, all led by the formidable Annie Abu Hanna, who you have maybe just met or you know her from before. So I will not go on much further. I mean, of course, I think Annie organized this just for us to exchange ideas and talk about the present very difficult situation in COVID time that is affecting us all, private citizens, organizations, businesses, and so on. And for us as a welfare organization, a charity that basically depend on donations from good people and some foreign organizations that have supported us over the years. But it's getting very tough, and I suppose you all feel the same, both in your private lives and in your professional lives. And we just can pray and hope that this difficult period will end soon. But who knows? Who knows? Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. And I let Annie carry on and start the conversation. Thank you.
So Hussein Society was established in 1971 to create an inclusive society, as you can see. We started with our focus on persons with physical disabilities, but now at present we are providing comprehensive rehab services for persons with disabilities in general and children with physical disabilities in specific, and working hard to become Center of Excellence to provide a training for people at the regional level. So the most important thing, it's not only providing services, even by promoting laws and safeguarding the rights of persons with disabilities, while offering internationally accredited comprehensive rehab programs and training. Within COVID, I mean, if on March 13th, there has been a defense order by the government so that we can stop providing rehab services, okay, and suspend our programs and start working from home. So what we have done, in order to cope with the situation, we have introduced a national initiative and to provide comprehensive rehab services to the beneficiaries in their own communities by a multidisciplinary specialized team according to WHO standards. We called it, in Arabic, we say, your house is our address and your rehabilitation is on us. And we take the team of multidisciplinary specializations, they took the risk to reach every house that approached us for our help. The first phase, what we have done, that since, as I said, we started working from home, what we have done, we have distributed all our beneficiaries among all, between our therapists. So each therapist took in charge of following up the cases through social media by having groups, whether individual support, providing individual support, or providing a group support. Using the social media platform, whether it's Facebook or WhatsApp and Twitter. And we even uploaded training materials, but to ensure that we are really, creating an impact, we made some client satisfaction to see to what extent the online support has been making changes in the life of the people with disabilities within COVID. And based on the outcomes of the client satisfaction and our previous children's assessment previously done, we moved from phase 1 to phase 2. So we had to see that the people, it wasn't enough for us to, they needed some sort of a home follow-up. So as I said, the team, they took the risk, to pay visit. Of course, after taking all the precautions, and they all went through the lab test and took all the precautions of to be able to reach the people in their own houses and provide maintenance of mobility aids, adaptation of splints and prostheses, therapeutic exercises, pressure source management and treatment, provision of medications, catheters, and food. So, based, as I said, but this again, it wasn't enough. This led us to move to our phase 3, which is to introduce 4 specialized programs applying the community-based inclusive development concept, supported with mobile application as follows. We could see the need in the field for health and rehabilitation, and for livelihood and environment, for mental health and social aspect. And thank you again for listening. And I would like to give the floor for our second panelist, Associate Professor, Dr. Hikmat Haddoush.
First of all, thank you for attending this webinar and give me the chance to sharing this knowledge regarding the impact of COVID-19 on the scientific research.
Of course, Dr. Hikmat is the rehab advisor for AHS Society, and I would like to confirm what he said, because once we started going to the field, we have already started making some studies together with Dr. Hikmat, but when we saw that so many people asking the same beneficiaries the same questions without any kind of coordination, we suspended the study immediately. Because after all, the beneficiaries are the people suffering in this respect. So thank you, doctor. And this will be our step together for the coming, to find really people to support us, continue and prepare ourselves for the coming COVID, and prepare studies in coordination with all the acting members. Now the floor is for Ms. Violet Mubarak.
First, thank you, Annie, for this invitation. We appreciate this. My name is Violet Mubarak, and I'm the head of the Rehabilitation Center at the Jerusalem Princess Basma Center.
My name is Dr. Wadda Malhis. I am the medical director of the Princess Basma Center in Jerusalem. We have 3 programs at our center: the Child Habilitation and Rehabilitation Center, Inclusive Education, School, and Vocational Training Program for adults with disabilities from East Jerusalem.
Hello everyone, I'm so happy to be with all of you, and really it's a pleasure listening to all that. And as Miss Annie said, yes, mental health is important, but what is also important is humanity, that we can all work together to save humanity and to save families and to save many things. So I am the director of International Association for Human Values for Iraq and UAE. It's a charitable organization. It's based in Geneva, accredited by the UN as social and economic well-being. And I'm also the CEO of Art of Living, Middle East and the Gulf. And Art of Living is a sister organization of International Association for Human Values. And they do, the part of Art of Living is to teach the mental health, and the International Association for Human Value is the arm which does all the charitable work.
I am the CEO and founder of a number of companies, both in Norway and in Spain. And my biggest dream, which I'm working on relentlessly, is our concept called Home to Live. Now, Home to Live came to me in a dream around 8 years ago, where I had a vision of a better world. Simple. I had been involved in regular businesses. Well, back in the days, actually, I was an army officer in the Norwegian Army. I was a lieutenant, but due to different reasons, I decided to work more in the civil part of the Norwegian, let's say, normal business. So I started off as an investor for many years, and I was also importing building materials.
But before ending this, I would like to hear from each panelist the final word and final recommendation for the coming phase. Can we hear from Violet and Dr. Waddah, one statement?
Yes, Annie, we would like to thank you all, and we are happy also to be a part of this webinar. It's very helpful, and we at the Jerusalem Princess Basma very happy to share our experience. We start already, and it's a successful story for us, and I think it's good if you want, we can share our experience, and we want to build in, and also we don't want to stop offering this service to the most vulnerable children, because the situation in Palestine, and maybe Dr. Mahmoud will agree with this, they are vulnerable because they are living also in Palestine, because there is too many checkpoints, there is no authorities, they can't support them. So we work, and we will work, and we will still work with them. Thank you.
Thank you, Violet. Dr. Waddah?
I want to mention that thank you again for this opportunity, and I feel it's the beginning of cooperation in the future. I prefer that we will not stop here, and we will continue to complete each other.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Miss Annie. Thank you, everyone. It was amazing. And as I said, now mental health is the focal point too. And we need to focus on working together to help humanity, like I said. And mental health will be so important, because a lot of people are in state of shock because they have either lost everything or they don't know where to move. And they need to have balance to get rid of anxiety and stress, to move forward and to make a new plan. So it was really wonderful, and I'm ready to support for whatever I can.
Well, Your Royal Highness, dear organizer and participants, I'm very humble to receive such a positive welcome and wish to cooperate. And yes, I see that there is more opportunities now for worldwide cooperation than ever before. So from our point of view, we wish to cooperate with everyone. We have no bias with any type of cooperation, and we very, very much would like to enter into Jordan with our solutions as quickly as possible. So the one Arabic word I remember from when I lived in Bahrain for 1.5 years is shukran. many years ago. So, but
Thank you. Thank you, Rolf.
Thank you.
Amman is one of the most loved or beloved place that would collect all the surrounding countries. I don't want to take the stage much. We love you. We thank you very much. We hope that you will be successful, and we have the opportunity to continue cooperating together.
And last but not least, Your Royal Highness, can we hear something from you before we end this session?
Yes. So first of all, I'd like to thank dear Annie for organizing this wonderful webinar, which is a new word for me, and for her energy and her drive, and have had the initiative to organize this nice meeting of minds. So I thank all of you, distinguished participants from Palestine, from Norway and Spain, and from the Gulf, and of course from Jordan.
Gaza, Your Highness.
And Gaza, of course.
Palestine.
It's a city, not a country. Okay.
Yeah. A wonderful meeting of minds, and I hope that we can carry on this contact and cooperation, and all our various organizations will benefit, and ultimately the children and all the various people that each organization are aiding and helping in so many different wonderful ways. So thank you so very, very much. And Rolf, tack så mycket, jättefint. Hälsa, varma hälsningar. Speak a little svenska and norska. So we hope to see you in Jordan, all right? You promised.
Inshallah.
So thanks everybody, and keep well and safe from this wretched corona plague that has hit us all. Really, take good care and let us all meet again soon, whether online or in real life, inshallah. All the best. Annie, thousand thanks for all what you do.
Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you, everybody. And thank you for dedicating your time, despite, of course, the fasting month, Ramadan Kareem. But I think this is what Ramadan is for us all to collaborate together and contribute in improving the quality of life of people around us who are in really urgent need to our support. And we do look forward, Rolf, to present a model, as Dr. Waddah said and Mr. Mahmoud said, we can start by Jordan and then expand to other countries. And that's why we are thinking of a project, maybe we can all work together, some sort of a model for others to follow with your support, with your initiative, whether at knowledge-wise or as allocating funds to help us at the regional level. Looking forward, and thank you all. And as I said, this is only the beginning. And please, you will be hearing from us and looking forward for our future cooperation.